And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We all know all kinds of people cheat out there, but apparently it's more common in certain careers. Medium.com rounded up a list of the top 10 professions with cheaters, starting from the bottom up. There are plumbers that are on the list, electricians, then people who are in the legal industry, journalists, Dr. Jones. What the hell is going on? People in the nightlife industry, artists, athletes, bankers, and in the top three, this doesn't surprise me, military, healthcare workers, which includes nurses and doctors, and number one are people who are in the aviation industry. Of course, Dr. Angela Jones is here with us on The Factor Uncensored. Let's start with number one. When we think about the aviation industry, we know people are gone several days.
Right. Absolutely.
They have to stay in those little hotels.
You know?
So why the aviation industry? Your thoughts?
Time. You know, you have time where you're away from the family for long spurts of time. Sometimes it's unpredictable. You have the element of hotels, you have the element of free time, you have the element of, you just have a lot of, and you meet a lot of new people all the time. You're in a position of authority. So when people see the pilot, they're like, ah, and so it's like, you know, you get to move and you get to use that to your advantage. So I'm not surprised about that at all. Number
two on the list, healthcare workers.
Yeah.
And I saw this on several lists where it was actually number one, doctors and nurses. And many of them are, what, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and you become, well, you tell us.
They have 36-hour shifts, 24-hour shifts, but the thing is that you're working in a high-pressure environment with people really close, so you're getting to see them do their thing under pressure, and it creates like this emotional attachment to your nurses, to other doctors, and like I said, you have empty rooms, you have beds available, you know, so yeah, it always fluctuates from number two or one.
The industry, because that's what you're hinting at.
Yeah, and you know, it always fluctuates from two or one, right? Like they say women in the medical industry are number one. Men, it's number two. So it just really depends, honestly, and it doesn't discriminate. Now, unfortunately, the numbers do lean more towards men, but it is both men and women in these industries are doing their thing.
Okay, military. Are you surprised by that one?
No. Time. They're away. You're in other countries for months at a time. Like if any of the other ones, they're the ones who are gone the longest. They're the ones who have to stay in the barracks in these bunks with other people. They are in high stress environments and they don't really have much to do. They get to drink. They have to do the stuff for the military, and they party together. So no, I'm not surprised about that at all. But the element altogether is about the length of time they are away from their significant others.
One on the list that shocked me was bankers.
You know, that one kind of shocked me. That shocks me too. They either say bankers or accountants, and they said it's the element of I'm working late. You know, we have to get this report in late. So they have a lot of leeway in regards to coming home late, saying they have a project, being in the office. And so they have the leeway of saying those things because they are in a high pressure job. They have certain deadlines and, hey, honey, I have to stay at work for a couple more hours, and they get to do what they got to do.
Now, this was a big surprise. I thought this would be number one, but it's not. Athletes.
You know, I think there's a stigma, of course, when it comes to athletes. So they, of course, we assume, yes, they have the money, they have the fame, and they're athletic. They will be number one. But the thing is as far as time, they're not in cities as long as you may think that they are in cities. I mean, of course, they have the groupies that may come to their hotel rooms and do things like that. But it's not as often as you would think for a medical doctor or a pilot. I just think that athletes, you know, they get more slack. I mean, not more slack. They get more of the bad image because of history and what you see on the news.
And of course, there's artists. And what doesn't surprise me, the nightlife industry, because if you're in the nightclub,
absolutely,
you're drinking, you're having a good time.
People, you know, you get beer goggles. You know, everybody looks good when you have a couple of beers. So, you know, you have time, and then everybody's wearing their little skimpy outfits. So yeah, and you know, there's journalists on there. Blink, blink. No. So it is about time. It's about how many people that they meet on a daily basis, and you know, they temptation.
All right, Dr. Angela Jones. You slipped that little journalist in there.
Look at it, look.
Thank you for joining us. Always good to see you.